Season 5 is just around the corner and I have updated the Chronics Season 5 compendium from start to finish with everything that we have learned from the PTR. And as always, you don't have to worry about taking notes for the step-by-step stuff whatsoever, because you will be able to have my Chronics Season 5 compendium open on your second screen while you are blasting from level 1 to 100. And if you want to squeeze out even more performance on your way from level 1 to 100, I have just the right thing for you.
Hey you! Yes you! Stop being distracted! Focus up!
In today's world, distractions are everywhere. It's hard to focus and many believe that stress is just a part of being a high performer. But what if I told you there is a way to enhance your mood, motivation and focus while also reducing anxiety and stress? Meet Magic Mind, the ultimate addition to a daily routine. This powerful little drink is designed to make you think better, faster and with less stress. Plus it's packed with over 100% of your daily vitamin C and D in each bottle. Magic Mind actually isn't a coffee replacement, instead it's a mental performance shot that complements your mornings, acting like daily vitamins for your mind. What sets Magic Mind apart? All ingredients are 100% safe and third-party tested, and they focus on long-term mental performance, not quick fixes. Some ingredients take 3 to 4 days to reach their full effect, so it is recommended to try Magic Mind daily and compare 1 week with and 1 week without it. With herbs that reduce stress and improve mood, Magic Mind ensures you feel calm and energized. And because it's not heavy on caffeine, you can take it in the afternoon without worrying about your sleep. I've been using Magic Mind over the last 2 months and I'm not only feeling less stressed, but I'm feeling way more focused and motivated, therefore being more mentally clear and becoming more productive. If you are interested in checking out Magic Mind, check out the links in the description and also in the pinned comment below. And with my code Chronics, you are getting up to 56% of your first subscription for the next 10 days. Now for the general setup before you start, it's extremely important that you are going to take your seasonal blessings that will reward more experience for your character. The levels have been increased a little bit from previous seasons. We currently don't know which levels those are, but just keep close track of your seasonal blessings becoming available and also your smoldering ashes, which you then prioritize putting into the XP earn that is going to give you more experience earned for your character, and then afterwards take other beneficial blessings that are going to help you out on your leveling journey. So if there's something that increases your movement speed, for example, that one would be another secondary target for you to go to. Then, as always, you want to pick up herbs along your way wherever you're going, because they are going to fuel all of your crafting and all of your enchanting needs further down the line. And extremely important, you always want to keep a 5% leveling elixir up all of the time. If you can find a seasonal elixir, you're going to use that for even more experience. And then in addition to that, you're also going to kill every world boss that is going to be announced in game, so that you can farm up more scattered prisms and also get a chance for legendaries. So for the first real step, you are creating your character in World Tier 2, and then afterwards you're instantly running to your wardrobe and equipping your pet so that you get the auto pickup feature all of the time, starting at level 1 already. Then you are going to unlock the reputation board with the seasonal journey quest that is going to be tied to Lochran, and you are going to slowly progress through the quest until you have the known reputation board unlocked and you can actually start progressing through the seasonal journey. While you are doing all of the next steps, you are going to level very fast in the Helltide, just like we were before in the last season. Here it's extremely important to kill every loot goblin because they have been buffed tremendously and now guarantee even more legendaries than before. So every time you hear that goblin sound, you straight up shoot for that goblin and never look back. It's the most important target in the Helltide. Whenever you have that available to you, go hunt that down and you are going to be much stronger than before. While you're doing all of this, don't forget to pick up your herbs and also focus on the high density zones that are also marked in the Season 5 compendium, and try to farm there and try to kill monsters there because the density is just way higher than everywhere else. Obviously, if there's too many people there, then going outside of the high density zones is totally fine, and then coming back to those areas maybe 5 to 10 minutes later so that you can actually start earning more experience. Then while you are blasting the Helltide, you want to complete events and then save up the obols because we actually need them for the later steps. If you are leveling in a group, make sure that you are calling out whenever your Helltide threat bar is about to be full, because then you guys can actually group up and then ping pong the Helltide threat meter from each other, because the mobs that are spawning are triggering or increasing the threat for the other players around them if they kill them. So you can basically ping pong the threat all the time when you are in a 4-man group. Even if you're not in a group and you see someone actually getting jumped by mobs, help him out, because that actually helps you in terms of regaining that threat meter. The costs of Helltide chests have been decreased to 75 cinders, and it's still extremely important to open up the Helltide chests as late as possible into the Helltide. That way you are actually earning more experience, because the Helltide chest XP reward directly correlates to your level. So the later you open those, the more experience you're gonna get for your cinders. And on top of that, while you're in the Helltide, it's very easy to get baited and go to the Blood Maiden event, because we have been farming that so much in Season 4. But that's actually bait for leveling, because the spawned elites around the Blood Maiden event do actually not grant experience. The only thing you really get there is legendaries, but we just want to level fast and go and get the loot later during higher levels. Now at level 34, it's time to go to the first capstone dungeon in Kyovashad. Here you are trying to hit level 35 while you are progressing through the capstone dungeon and only kill the stuff that is really necessary. So if you can min-max and kill the boss and then ding 35, that is going to be the most optimal play you can do, because at 35 you can actually start equipping sacred items that are becoming available to you as soon as you unlock World Tier 3. It's really important you pick up the Nightmare Dungeon sigil that you get from killing Curator, and after changing to World Tier 3 you can instantly plug the Nightmare Dungeon sigil. Here it doesn't really matter which one it is, it's just important that you clear it. But especially in softcore, it doesn't really matter if you die once or twice, you are going to be fine. Just make the character a little bit more defensive. You can enchant here a little bit, maybe even gamble once or twice on the obol vendor to get the sacred items, and then instantly go into the Nightmare Dungeon. Here you are going to level up super fast, and it shouldn't take you more than 3 or 4 until you are actually level 50, 54, and then it's actually already time to go into the second capstone dungeon and gun for Elias. We do the exact same thing here again, where we are starting to go into the second capstone dungeon at level 54 so that we can then ding level 55 during the second capstone dungeon, which allows us to equip ancestral items as soon as we are in World Tier 4. Now you go back to Kyovashad and change the World Tier to World Tier 4, and then you can actually spend all of your obols to try and get the best gear possible. Ideally, you would start gambling on the item slots that are your worst items and then go from there. Every time you get a legendary, you basically swap to the next item slot, or you can even just say rares are fine for me and then gamble on the next item slot. This is going to give you tremendous amounts of power and is going to actually make those first couple of Nightmare Dungeons extremely easy to go through. With the changes to the base XP being now capped to monsters 30 levels higher than you, you are going to go through these next level like crazy. You are going to see your XP bar flying, and that's probably one of the coolest feelings out there as soon as you reach World Tier 4. So for this, you kind of need to find a sweet spot between monsters 10 levels higher than you to 30 levels higher than you. The XP multiplier is still only going to be plus 15% when you do monsters that are 10 levels higher than you. But if you can, you should definitely kill monsters that are way above that. If you can kill monsters that are 30 level higher than you, just at the exact same time that you can kill 10 level higher monsters, then you should definitely do this. I don't know which build is actually going to be able to do this, but even if you only kill monsters that are 20 level higher than you, you are going to level faster than before. You kind of have to mix and match the kill speed here. Obviously, if it takes you twice as long to kill the level 20 monsters, then you should go down in the level difference again so that you can actually kill faster and therefore generate more experience. In these Nightmare Dungeons in World Tier 4, it's extremely important to complete all of the dungeon events, especially the Cursed Shrines. So every time you see something, you need to click it. Cursed Shrine, Cursed Chest, and there are also sometimes these people on the ground that are then going to trigger a hidden event, which all grant huge amounts of experience. And if you have an incense ready, you should definitely pop one during the cursed events to actually make the most use out of your incense. This is going to continue until you hit level 100, and as soon as your glyphs are level 21, then you are going to decide between A, I want to kill the bosses, or B, I want to go kill the tormented bosses. For A, you actually want to make use of your time and then farm the boss materials already in the Helltide, which is going to give you more time farming these instead of going to the pit like you need to do for option B. In option B, you are going to try and farm the pit and actually start cranking up those gear items to Masterwork 4, Masterwork 8 out of 12, and then as soon as you have Stygian stones, you can actually make your way towards the tormented Uber bosses. These have been nerfed quite tremendously, and with the Maxroll boss tier list, you can actually see the S tier build guides are probably going to be one-shotting the tormented Uber bosses at like day 2, 3, or latest 4 of the season. So that one is going to be easily achievable for you, and then you can also try out the Infernal Hordes. Again, this is going to be a very interesting season to me, especially because it feels like an intermediate season that still is packed with quite a lot of features. Not only have the uniques been completely reworked, but we also got a new game mode with the Infernal Hordes, and I'm really looking forward to how it is going to look like. I'm going to be racing in the hardcore solo self-found race to World First. I'm racing on Necro due to time constraints because I'm actually traveling to Blizzard in about a week's time. So unfortunately, I can't speed run the 1-to-100 on a Sork. This is definitely going to be the best leveling build for this season. Unfortunately, I'm going to be behind on the Necro and way too slow, but I'm still going to go extremely fast and actually see if I might have a chance after all. And of course, huge shout out to Magic Mind for actually sponsoring this video. Please check them out down in the description and also in the pinned comment below, because I'm actually a huge fan of the drink and also the brand. The communication has been awesome and the results are definitely clear for me. I'm very curious if they're going to be the same for you. Please let me know if you actually try out Magic Mind and especially how it makes you feel after you've tried it for a week or maybe 2. And if you like content similar to this, make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I'll see you next time.